Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. I woke up, then I logged in to that Urban X where they be flexing with that blog in. Put it down, cause my little homie called in. Had to bail him out, he in trouble with the law again. Black skin can't win in the white world. Seen a brother kill his own kid for that white girl. We ain't wanna go to school, but we had to. Every February it was scary in them classrooms. Shimmy y'all, shimmy yay. Old dirty bastards can't own dirty slaves, so they own dirty masters. Black Dot found a pot as a youngin', broke it down for his son, and now he serve it to the masses. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Black mass, man, it's time to rob. I had to find a way, I couldn't find a job. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Couldn't find a prayer, couldn't find a God. Urban Excellence, a product of my residence. From 4 to 44, Obama was the president. I told mama I ain't tryna go to church. I'm like Adam, every Adam is a product of the dirt. And I've been reaping what he sowed. I got the product, got the dirt. And I can teach you what I know, but then you gotta put in work. You in trouble if you waiting on the government. I told my bro I make it out the hood, and that's a covenant.
What's good? What's good?
Peace to the family.
Peace out there, man. Welcome back to another episode of the Urban X podcast.
Another episode of the Urban X podcast.
We missed you guys.
Straight up.
We missed you guys, man.
Straight up.
It's been a long week.
It's been a long...
Well, 2 weeks. Y'all didn't see us last week.
You didn't see us last week, but we attempted to make that happen.
Bro.
Yes?
Bro.
Yes?
Listen.
So...
Fam, if y'all knew what we went through last week to try to get this stream up to y'all.
Absolutely. Under a new system.
Under a new system and Mercury and Gatorade.
Yeah, Mercury, Gatorade.
It just wasn't working out, man. Like, it just... I don't understand what was good with it.
Yeah, everything else was a little bit crazy.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? But we are here. We are happy to see you guys.
For sure.
We are super excited.
Yeah, man. So right now, I don't know if you guys know this. I don't know, you wouldn't know this, right? But right now we're going live on YouTube.
Yes.
Facebook.
Yes.
Apple TV.
Yes.
Roku.
Yes.
Fire TV.
Yes.
And our own platform, urbanexcellence.com.
Clap that up. You heard?
You know what I'm saying?
And because we wanted to bring that to y'all in that magnitude, and to your credit, I'll say this. You crossed all your T's last week.
Yeah.
You dotted all your I's.
Damn.
You had it ready to go. And as soon as we clicked the lights on,
it just wasn't ready to go.
It just wasn't ready to go.
And one thing I will say, through this whole process of starting Urban X and, you know, online business and things like that, my pops has been trying to tell me to, you know, he's been trying to teach me to be able to keep my head through stressful situations, because when problems can happen, they will happen. You know what I'm saying? And last week, I was right there. I was good.
You was ready to lose it. I thought you was going to smack me.
No. I was good.
Shut the fuck up, Dad.
I didn't say that. I was good.
Thought you was getting ready to.
And then I wasn't. I just kind of just like, I can't do this. And then even if the show did come on, I don't think it was right to actually do the show.
Yeah.
I'm not going to lie to you. It was like that frustrating. You know
he damn near bust the gasket last week. Only because he wanted to be perfect for you guys.
Facts.
And, you know, get this to where it needed to be. Facts. And all of those wonderful things.
And we had a great show, but as, you know, 2020 shows us.
Whoa.
All you do is got to wait.
Whoa. This 2020 has been off the rails.
Yo, it hasn't stopped.
First of all, this week alone, right? What happened first?
Well,
daylight savings times kicked in.
Right.
Then we had a full moon.
Yes.
Then grade ended.
Yeah, Mercury was out of Gatorade.
And then all of this chaos jumped off. And tomorrow is Friday the 13th. I mean, you can't.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
You can't make all this stuff up.
Oh, damn.
You can't make all this stuff up. So we in the midst of something historical, of the chaos before the new order.
Ooh.
We're in the midst of some things, and we're going to have to talk about them.
Okay, man.
You know what I mean?
So other than that, like, first, before we get to the smoke, how was your week, though?
Man, other than that, the week was good. Anytime we don't get to talk to the people, I'm a little.
It feels off.
It feels a little off, a little antsy.
Off. The people missed us.
But again, we waited, and then these things happened, and now we in full effect.
Yeah, all right. So let's get to it.
Yeah, Malcolm drinking that yak.
I had to.
He's like, let's just get this yak going tonight, Dad.
Let's do it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, first, we've been covering the
case of Corona beers.
The case of Corona beers, because we don't want to get.
Yeah,
let's talk about it. We've been covering the coronavirus since the story first broke in China.
Yes,
and that was like about a month ago, or maybe over 2 months ago, right? Mm-hmm. We've been talking about it. We've been talking about what this could mean. If it's a biological weapon, if that China is using their own people because of the protests. We've been talking about all these possibilities, and to be honest with you, I'm not gonna lie to you. When they were talking about it, possibly spreading, I didn't take it serious. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Right. Yeah, me either.
I didn't take it serious because, again, I feel like we've seen these big epidemics, pandemics before. When it comes to swine flu, SARS, Zika, like Ebola. It feels like we've seen this story play out many times. It gets over to America, and it feels like since last month, it was like it's two stories here,
isolated.
One story here, maybe, and then all of a sudden, it got to New York, literally like 3 weeks ago in Queens. And now New York is like the number one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And then I remember last week, LA, they declared a state emergency, because of the virus. And then that was going to be on the list for discussion for last week's show.
Yes.
Lo and behold, this week New York has to be under a state of emergency.
Yes.
New Rochelle is quarantined.
Yes, portion of New Rochelle
is quarantined because of the cases. Schools are closing. What else? Now colleges, SUNY and the CUNY system of public colleges.
Yes.
Their students are being sent home for distant learning. Or so online classes.
Well, that's the new technology.
I've never heard of that.
Never heard it before, but they introduced it subtly into the lexicon of the people. Distant learning.
Yes.
So you know what the future holds.
Yes. Bombshell hits last night. Bombshell. They canceled the NBA. Or they suspended the NBA.
Can I drop a flex bomb on that?
Yeah. It's a loud flex bomb, but.
So once they cancel the NBA,
so
they got niggas' attention.
Yeah.
Niggas is like, whoa, this shit is real now. Yes.
Yeah, and then a lot of because the NCAA was talking. First, they were talking about playing games without fans in the arena.
Right.
I didn't think that'd work, but I was just like, okay, but if they're going to that, to those.
Links. And LeBron's initial statement was, I ain't playing with no fans around because I play for the fans.
Yeah.
And 2 days later, he changed up as he does often and was like, no, well, if it's for the safety
of the
people.
He played that one kind of smooth because he said, like, somebody just mentioned it to him, like, would you do it? Not thinking about. So he said, well, safety is first and foremost, so I understand. So it was a good cleanup.
It was a good cleanup. He cleaned it up well. He cleaned it up well.
But, and then the NCAA, a lot of teams, they were talking about doing the same thing, and then March Madness came up, so they were flirting with, we might have to cancel, might not. They canceled South by Southwest. Big.
Yes.
Big.
Yes.
For a lot of different reasons. Comics, tastemakers, influences, that is big.
No, that's true story.
You know what I'm saying? And then a lot of other things were starting to get canceled. And when they canceled the NBA, I was like, whoa. And then after a while, once a big league does something like that, everybody else has to follow suit.
You have to follow suit.
So soccer, baseball delayed their opening season where they stopped, spring baseball, and they delayed the season opener for at least 2 weeks and things like that.
Right.
So I thought this was serious. Like, wow, this is really, something happening because even in the Roman times, sports were a way to distract everybody from their problems. And they did that deliberately when they knew something was going on.
Right. They fed the people, they entertained the people,
Right.
and the people went home satisfied.
Yes.
Yes?
You know what I'm saying? So the fact that there are no sports now, you know what I'm saying? Like, now all we have to do is sit home and panic. You know what I'm saying? Watch the news and panic.
Yes.
I know news stations are loving this right now
Oh,
because their
because they get
ratings
to put their spin on this.
24-hour spin. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
yes.
And I don't know what's going on. Like, I really can't like wrap my head. It's an election year, so I'm trying to think. Well, you know what happens with that. Trump is saying there's nothing to be worried about. I've seen some PhDs saying like, "Yo, the media is blowing this way out of proportion. This is a glorified saying blown this out of proportion." Because to be honest, there's 80%. They're saying 80% of the people are going to recover from this. You know, that have contracted it, but
We will never recover from this.
as what?
Not physically. I'm not talking about physically.
Oh, yeah.
I'm talking about when they turn on for whatever it is that they got
Yes,
planned.
yes. So I think, and then the stock market is
Never before.
never before. And then today, as a matter of fact, the Fed just implanted $1.5 trillion into the market to boost, like to get people confident in again. And that kind of, and it didn't really cause
Cause a blip.
you get what I'm saying? So, I think, as you know, forest fires and things like that do, I think something is going to drop for something else to come out of this, and I'm not sure what that is.
Always when you see, I've been on this planet nearly 52 years. I've never seen anything to this magnitude.
Right.
Including when September 11th happened. What I need our people to know and understand is, don't panic. Stay diligent to what you're doing. Your awareness alone is going to be build your immune system. All right.
Yeah.
So if more people have already died from the flu than this is not as dangerous as they making it out to be.
Gotcha.
Right? So, but whenever things begin to happen at this magnitude, they canceled the shows on Broadway. All of the sports events shut down. Airlines are starting to lay off half of their personnel. That's just the tip of the iceberg. And then you're including the money system. We are seeing change in real time.
Yeah.
All right? The only way you can change us over this many people on a worldwide basis and to get rid of the bipartisans, get everybody on the same page, you have to have something of this magnitude. Now, either this is the test run to see how quick they can quarantine off sections, because soon they might even start quarantining borough.
Yeah.
You really don't know. What if this shit go to the prisons?
Right.
What if somebody in the prison has a case of coronaviruses?
But, so with the interesting thing is, this is all happening, right? Watch the news. The world is burning. You go outside. Well, in New York, I can only speak for
Everything
here.
is still mellow. I always tell you, follow the temperament of the people. When I came home during 9/11, I told you I was in a frenzy because I was a part of the woke community and was like, yo, y'all need to get it together, because, and they were outside having a cookout. A literal cookout, and was like, word, son. So what I did, it didn't make me say these people are ignorant and stupid. It made me lock back into the frequency of the people.
Got you.
And go, wait, maybe I'm a little out of control. And it actually calmed me down. And lo and behold, we are still here. So we are going to be here. Now, that does not mean do not pay attention to everything going on around you. Mm-hmm. Yes? Mm-hmm. And to make sure that when you see things happening, you alert. I don't know anybody who has the corona, but I don't know anybody who's been tested for the corona either.
Right.
Right?
Thank you for Yada L7. Thank you for the super chat. Thank you.
Thank you for that donation.
Thanks.
So what happens is, remember, maybe this is a ploy to get everybody. I was going to say 2 weeks ago in reference to this coronavirus, but I held back. I don't give it all up because I don't know if the people are ready. Valentine already dropped it. I think Kamani already dropped it. We also have to be aware of the 5G technology. All right? Because the 5G technology has a bandwidth frequency that messes with the oxygen in the actual air. So the CO2 that you're breathing in is oscillating the CO2 molecules in a way is not cohesive with your hemoglobin. So therefore, it feels like you're. That's why they said some very healthy people were dropping dead in these areas with high 5G, and the Wuhan area is one of those areas.
Gotcha.
All of these cruise ships are now laced with 5G. You know what I mean? So we have to understand that the chemical, biological, psychological, we're at war on many different levels.
So I also wanted to talk about the fact that it's being reported that the U.S. is like one of like the worst countries right now when it comes to testing for this virus,
and that's a telltale as well,
sense.
Because it's a part of a grand scheme. Do not think. Yes. Listen, I don't want y'all to think the people who are at the helm are not intelligent.
Yeah.
Don't ever assume that they're not, because there's the Hegelian a dialect, which is problem. Yeah. What they're doing is conjuring up a level of fear amongst the people, so that when they implement what they have next, whether it's forced vaccinations, also the chemtrails. Remember, Hitachi has or is it Hibachi? They demonstrated
Hibachi is the food.
Okay, that's the food. It's Hitachi. Stardust computer chips that either ingested or get on your skin serve the same purpose. So all of these chemtrails, which you thought were to reflect, aluminum particles to reflect the sun so it doesn't come down and harm Europeans, right? Because, the sun will just kill them, right? So they created these aluminum particles which reflect the beams of the sun, which also deliver messages back up. So we don't get the full reflection of that. That's one portion of it. But also these little particles that if you inhale or get on your skin, that 5G technology can also activate that.
Yeah.
So we are in the middle of a goddamn war zone, right?
On a few different levels as well. Thank you for the Sheik David. Thank you for the
and whoever was before that. Somebody
he said
Sheik David, and
he said fear and propaganda filled with lies and deceit. Protect your mindset first and foremost.
Whose name is that? I can't see that.
That is Lloyd Robb.
Lloyd Robb, thank you so much.
Lloyd J. Robb.
So so we're not ever going to be up here promoting fear, but we will promote awareness. Watch your community. Watch how your community moves.
Yeah.
Watch the officials in your community and what they have planned. But Bill Gates talked about this.
Apparently right now our sound is going in and out. So for the people who are listening right now, we're gonna keep rocking, but just listen to the actual podcast on Apple, or just go to urbanexcellence.com where this will be reposted.
Yes. So we hope that we're still gonna be in effect. We'll ask our technician, does she hear any choppy sounds? Okay, so then that may not be something on our part.
Yeah.
But know and understand,
right?
The nature of the subject that we're talking about as well.
Very real.
It's very real, but it's our duty to at least let our people know how we feel about this situation, right? So be aware, be alert, be on your first eye, take your sea moss, take your garlic, all the things that you're going to use to keep your immune system strong. Nitric oxide, if you have any. Neo 40 is a great company I use for nitric oxide, which helps open up your cells so that your lungs, so you can breathe in more air. These are just some of the things that need to be done in this state of warfare so that we don't get caught slipping thinking it's all propaganda, because I told you before, real people can die in a fake movie.
Right. Right. So I saw I listened to Joe Rogan's podcast. He had some doctor on there, and he said that everybody keeps thinking like this is gonna end in a few weeks. He said this is only the beginning,
right?
Because when you think about a disease that people catch in the air, you know what I'm saying? Like people just come in contact and people are catching. How do you put a hold on that?
Right, because this is an airborne pathogen or whatever the case may be.
How do you get control of that?
That's
like,
the air.
How do we know?
We all need the air.
How do we know there's even a hold on it when they do find something? You get what I'm saying?
Absolutely. So we know what's coming next. Mandatory facilities. They got one in New Rochelle right now.
Yep.
They just pulled up with these buggies, and they're gonna run these people through a system. And who knows if they're giving people something on the way out?
Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I'm that suspicious. You know
Absolutely.
Like, I'm that paranoid. Like how, and then this is not something like HIV where you have to commit a certain act.
And even when HIV dropped and Magic was coming back to the NBA, niggas like I don't know. I don't want to guard Magic. Magic is might be the scoring king too. By the time all of this is done, but remember, we didn't get activated until Magic got activated. Right. So you seeing now the first black player. I'm not even gonna count Rudy Gobert. Is he black? He's sort of black. But Donovan Mitchell, black. Now they take the same guy, Tom Hanks, who played and got AIDS in the movie Philadelphia.
It's true.
Yes.
This is true.
And now him and his wife in the land down under, you know what I'm saying, have contracted the coronavirus. So what they're doing now is they're with the Kobe situation, everything really got heightened. You know what I mean? So it's been a lot going on.
Dude, it's been nonstop.
Yeah, World War III threats, the Kobe situation, Pop Smoke, you name it. There's been this 2020 has been nonstop. But what I want y'all to do, I want y'all to hold on both rails and just brace for the ride. Because at the end of this, remember, out of chaos comes order. Now, order is not necessarily bad, but it will be a new form of order because you don't put this kind of event on and lose this kind of money. This kind of money. For nothing. Yeah. You don't do this and say that you don't have a beat on this because we're the most advanced country in the world, according to Trump.
Yeah.
And you should have saw him the other night.
Yo, a lot of people noticed that.
Yeah, his breathing a little off.
Yeah, a lot of people noticed that.
All right. They already been feeding you the idea that he's been in direct contact with those who have contacted this and the people of his age group. Yes.
Yeah.
So he was breathing hard.
So here's the thing. This is all happening in an election year.
Yes.
The Democrats, they kind of robbed Bernie again. Even though I'm not really a fan of Bernie's policies, but they kind of robbed him again. That's another story.
Deontay Health, thank you so much.
Oh, Trav, thank you, bro.
Yeah.
A side note: if you want to get personal training, you're in the New York Bronx area. You go to Trav.
Okay, all right. We're gonna plug his stuff in where people can reach him.
For sure. Me and him gonna do, hands-on interview one day.
Okay. Yes, absolutely.
Raw Fest, thank you. But what was I saying? I was talking about the election year. So
yes,
what if this is also a setup for, I don't know, like if he comes out of this and he changes everything, he gets a beat on everything. That's a big, a plus on his resume.
When you look at every time they introduce Ebola, and the people in the chat know what I'm talking about, Ebola and all this other kind of stuff. It's a lot of times it's during the election year. Remember, I told you fear is a food source, right? Go back and watch the cartoon Monsters Inc. They whole thing was fear. So a lot of times they put these stuff in the car. You would kind of think it's a joke.
It was energy for them, literal energy.
That's literal energy, right? Just like there's sexual energy, fear is an energy. All of these things are energy sources and not necessarily for you, right? So conjuring up this kind of fear where people are just washing their hands. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you serious?
Literally, yeah.
Right? And it's sucking up all the toilet tissue and all of this. There's always going to be a part of the community on that frequency, still locked into the frequency of fear, that they're going to always do that.
Yeah.
When Y2K came around, I told you I had water to the ceiling and was looking window like, yo, this is about to pop.
I remember that.
and it ain't pop. And what I was on my super conscious, infinite consciousness, walking through the community with my medallions on and telling everybody, yo, you better get ready. Niggas like, word, dot, yo, what is it, D, dot, what are you calling yourself nowadays? All right, son. And they just continued to live. And I swear, not only we had water, but we had food and We were getting masks and we were ready. And nothing happened.
Yeah, everybody was like, wait for it.
Wait for it. Not even, my computer didn't even act funny.
It just went to the
It just went to the next joint. We just logged in, you know. So,
Where were you?
I was in the hospital. I was in the hospital on that day. Right. Eli had got, wifey had first mommy syndrome. First baby syndrome. And he held his breath. And it became a panicky moment, and we ran out. We was in the emergency room, and you would think in the emergency room we'd be crowded because of chaos. We was in there, it was quiet. You know, nothing happened.
I didn't know that. Y'all was in there.
We was in the hospital, man. Yeah.
Oh, tiny.
Like 10 o'clock?
Yeah, we got there at 10, and
Jeez.
long story short, nothing
you ruined
happened.
that. You ruined that.
And we drank all the water, so that was great.
Yeah.
That was my first real big water binge. She was like, "You drinking all this water?" So we drank the water. But nothing happened. So I don't want y'all to get into like this is the world is never going to end for us. We are capable of making the quantum changes needed because the world around us will constantly change. But we need to be diligent on our grind.
And also, I want people to pay attention to the market as well.
Oh, absolutely.
Because usually when like recessions hit, a lot of people make their fortunes when the market is like this.
Right.
So right now, like a lot of brick and mortars are going out of business. Modell's just declared bankruptcy. They're closing like 153 stores in the Northeast.
Absolutely.
And that's an established
they've been
brand
around a long time.
for a long time. You get what I'm saying? So for them to close, and now a lot of people are working from home. So I'm not sure people just won't leave their house for anything.
Yeah, I mean, again, and a lot of times, like I said, they introduce something a few years before the real.
Right.
Like even with 9/11, when the first bomb blew up in the basement of the World Trade Center, that's how we heard the name Bin Laden. That was the first time we heard it, and because they needed to establish a boogeyman a couple of years in advance, and then all of their experts got on TV. I heard them and said, well, that blowing up the basement, the foundation of the building is too strong. You would have to hit it from up top.
That's crazy.
Right? And then lo and behold, that's where they hit it and brought that. So this may be a test run. Yes? How fast can we split the community up? We always know we're going to get people to run into supermarkets and buy things and all of that old kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But how fast can we, and this is a worldwide thing. Right? Italy just, they're on lockdown over there.
Yeah.
And they are suspending mortgages.
Yeah.
And other things.
Right.
So I wonder if...
And Trump, he just, announced, I don't know how we skipped over this, but he just announced no flights.
Right. No flights.
In or out of Europe. Yeah.
So you're going to start seeing that. But the exception to that is, if I'm correct, the people in the chat can correct me. He said, but if you live here...
Achieve to succeed. Thank you.
Thank you. If you live here, there'll be contingencies to get you in.
Yeah, he did.
If you pass some kind of...
I'm like, damn, you're going to be stuck. Like, what if you're on your honeymoon or something? Like...
Right. But listen, Trump just last week was talking something else. He was like, don't worry about this. This is the Democrat. It's all fake news. Things are going to come. These are almost his exact words.
Right.
So I'm like, what does he mean by that? Right. What is he trying to say to those who are on the frequency, and what is he not trying to say? Then he hit the teleprompter, which he could barely read. Yeah. And he was breathing hard. He almost switched up his game a little bit. So, these are all the things that we always need to pay very close attention to.
Lori Foster, thank you for the
Thank
donation.
you, Lori. We appreciate you.
Definitely,
we really do.
Definitely. So,
so what I want to say to our brothers and sisters is, and right? Don't change. Just be alert. If you need, you should always have extra water in your house.
Factuals.
And sea moss and golden seal and stuff like that anyway, right? So this is how, but there's a way to mentally keep your vibration above all this. You can't participate in it, but be alert. See, I don't want y'all to misconstrue what I'm saying. I'm not saying acting like it's all fake. I told you real people can die in a fake movie, right? So just be alert. Keep your pulse on your community. I know we got people who listen to the show from all over the place. Everybody's community is different.
Right.
So keep your pulse on your community.
Go outside. I feel like that's just the realest.
Absolutely.
I'm telling you, I'm outside and nobody is like.
Nobody's moving.
I see one or two masks.
Yeah,
and,
like
again, like the masks don't protect you. They just kind of protect everybody else from you. But
and things of that nature.
So, but again, like I don't see the panic. I've spoken to nurses and things like that, and they just like, yo, like it's a new strand, like a new strand of the flu. So,
and us being melanated, you understand. Even in the melanated process, you lose some in the battle, but we win the war. The melanin just needs to digest this and understand, where it's coming from, and then we're gonna be good. But they had to, because you know how Black Twitter was. Ain't no black people.
Yeah,
Black Twitter.
I saw a post, and it was because it was like the first report of somebody with the virus out of Egypt, but then the person was like
from Germany. He said,
somebody said, so we still at zero then.
We still at zero. So that's just our mentality. And then this internet aspect of things is also giving the government a pulse on where the people are. We make fun of everything now.
Yeah.
This could really be a crisis, and I can't stop laughing inside because somebody is dropping a meme or doing something, and not only do we reap the benefits of that, the government's going like, yo, they just not taking it serious, man. We need to crank this up even more.
Yeah.
So you get all of these aspects to it, and I don't want you to look too much into that. But sometimes you need that laugh, and it grounds you once again to go, all right, and we'll calm down.
So right now, if you pay attention to the news, it's literally 24 hours talking about this same thing. So I feel like I've always felt like when you taking too much negative thing, like you really start to just
that messes your immune system up.
Yeah,
and see, people don't take that into consideration. Fear drops the immune system. Worry drops the immune system.
Right.
Hate drops your immune system. So you have to just watch the show.
Wash your hands and mind your business.
Wash your hands. Wash your hands.
And I have an announcement.
Okay. All right. Announcement here.
For all the fellas out there.
All the fellas.
Okay. This is important. Call of Duty Warzone just came out.
Call of Duty Warzone.
Call of Duty Warzone just came out.
Should I clap that up?
Yes.
Oh, that's a clap up.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's free.
It's free. Oh, I might even play that shit.
It's cross-platform, so people on the PS4 and people on the Xbox can play together.
Wow, gotta clap that up again. I should drop a bomb to that.
So if you're working from home, and you got nothing to do, girls getting you upset.
Yeah.
Put on some Call of Duty Warzone.
Put on some Call of Duty.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And didn't the movie win the Oscars this year? Outbreak, or what was that movie?
That was Parasite.
Oh, Parasite. Oh, Parasite. Okay.
Which I have to watch. I heard it was
Chinese
really good.
Chinese-based movie.
Yeah, I heard it was really good.
And let's not remove the Chinese aspect.
Yeah, yo, remember
they
said something fly like
we
got something for y'all.
We got something for y'all. They said some slick shit. You know what I'm saying? We got something for y'all. So let's not, again, when I do my decoding, I put it all on the board. And the pieces that don't connect, I still leave them there because this is multi-layered. Remember, there's a level for those who are going to deal with fear. There's a level of those of us who are not afraid at all. And then there's a level of us who receive downloads and know what's really going on. So, you got to kind of ride the wave, and so forth and so on. But always check the pulse of the people.
Shout out to our moderators, because I heard somebody's trying to put in some next level stuff in our chat, and that's how you get your chat shut down on YouTube.
Oh, okay. They tried that?
Yeah, they tried.
Okay, we're not having that. But we're on Facebook now.
We're on Facebook. We're on Roku. We're on Fight.
Apple TV.
And we're on urbanexcellence.com.
Yeah, so, I'm
on this camera now. See?
Okay, yeah.
You see the different views? I know y'all peeped it.
Oh, peep it again? Is he there?
You know what I'm saying? I know y'all peeped it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, all right. Then I'll come over here and I'll say some things. So, we all just lined up here. This is...
I wasn't ready. We wasn't going to say nothing, but I have to stunt a bit.
Yeah, Malcolm likes to stunt.
Just a little bit.
He likes to stunt. Yeah. So we in full effect here.
So, like we said, we're glad to be with you guys this week. We're going to go quick commercial break, and then we'll come back and with some more news.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, that was a quick piece.
Quick piece. So a quick little promo. On March 21st from 12 to 5 at the Grand Slam Banquet Hall in Harlem on 145th, there will be a pop-up shop.
Yes.
For Growth in One.
That's my niece.
Yes.
Clap it up, my niece Amber.
Yes.
This is some of her products.
Hair growth.
And some of you guys bought this.
Yes, when we did an Urban Xcellence Story on her the first time.
Right, we did an Urban and Excellence piece on her. But now she's moving to the pop-up shop area. And she has a multitude.
Yeah, she has a few new products. To the line. And I did an interview with her. We'll put that up very soon.
Yes, let's get that up and running.
And she took a year, before she launched her business, she took a year to research and test out real ingredients to make this stuff work.
Yeah, her mother said she had on the white suit, the goggles.
Yes, it wasn't just, I'm going to get
blending
some Jamaican black castor oil and throw my logo on it. No.
Almost a year and a half on the alchemical process.
Yes.
Testing out them until she had it right.
Yes.
And she's Virgo too, so I know how that works. When she had this right, she had this right.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if this works for men. Because Eli told me, Dad, you got a bald spot in the top of your head.
Eli's getting some hang time, bro.
And he's like, bro, just let it go, Dad. Just
let
it all go. And I said, I refuse to.
So Eli's locking his hair, and he's like, he just got his hair retwisted. And I'm like, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, thank you for the support, Shaisha Pollard. Thank you
so much.
And then he just got his hair retwisted. I'm like, oh, soon he's going to be able to.
Oh, yeah. Eli's on his... He's been
using Growth in One.
He's been using Growth in One.
Faithfully,
So I'm not going to be outdone.
Yeah, you need one.
So he's, if you look at the top of my head.
Your hairline is on LeBron.
It's
back here.
It's back here. It's going back.
Yeah.
But I'm going to go with the Growth in One, even if it ain't for men.
Isn't bald in genetics? Like, am I at risk?
Could be. Yeah. My grandfather, he had
at risk?
He had the George Jefferson.
And I do have grays, bro.
Yeah,
I'm only 26 and I got grays. And they will be coming.
Shout out
soon.
Amber with the launch party on
so March 21st, that's a Saturday.
Yeah, we're going to be in the building.
Next week, Harlem Grand Slam Banquet Hall.
Yes, 145th Street. Come out. And for you ladies, come on out if you're in this area, because we're going to be there.
Yeah, facts.
We're going to be in the building, and we're going to be spending a little bread.
Somebody's asking how to find us on Roku. When you go to your Roku channel, just hit search, type in Urban Xcellence.
Or Urban X. I had Urban X, and it popped.
And it popped up.
And then you got to download the app.
You just got to download the app. On Fire TV and Fire Stick as well, same thing.
Right, you got to download the app first, and then from there, you can watch us live. You can rock out with us.
You feel me?
And we got 24-hour programming going now.
Yes, we do.
So we run all of our shows continuously when we're not live. And so you can tap in and just see. Also, I'm making an announcement now. I've been teaching these hip-hop classes in the Patreon. It's been a while, but I'm transferring all of that stuff to the cable channels.
Yes, and we're gonna discontinue the Patreon.
Right. So all of that stuff.
So everybody just goes to Urban Xcellence.
It's free.
Yes.
You go to our, either your Apple TV, your Roku, your Fire Stick, or our channel. If you want to see these classes that I taught 7 of them, and I'm gonna continue the classes. All of my interviews with Funkmaster Flex, Jada Kiss, Roxanne, Shantae, Eve from the 90s,
right,
when they first came out. All of that stuff will now be up on our cable channels, not YouTube. We're going to be cleaning YouTube up a little bit.
Yeah.
So that, but those will be the extra treats that you get for logging on, and it's free. You either have Apple, Roku, Fire Stick, or internet.
Also, another announcement. For the people who watch my interviews with DJ, the Money Coach, and say, I would love to work with dude. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know, the webinars can be expensive. Maybe they're expensive. I don't want to spend that. Listen, we're having a webinar the 18th.
On the 18th?
On the 18th. Free. Okay? All you pay is for the material. He's giving you an ebook and some extra materials. It's $9.95.
Now wait a minute. Wait a minute here.
The webinar, the 2 hours worth of information that people who've gotten. You've seen testimonies from urban people within our Urban X community.
First of all, I thought $109 was a steal.
For the information, hell yeah.
So now He's just gonna give you to you free.
Yeah, I feel like
So that he can separate those who are serious
Yes.
and those who are not.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
So it's a lot of times, our mentality, we think $109, we go, but now that it's free, it really should be packed in this this forum, this chat room.
Yes.
And you can hear for yourself, because you know how truth is. It's a vibration, the truth.
And listen, I'm going to put this into the chat right now, and we should get at least 50 signups right now.
Yeah, right now I'm trying to get $150. It's free. You sign up.
It's free.
That's on the 18th. That's next Wednesday.
Yes.
Next Wednesday, you can log on to a free seminar. Now, after the seminar,
and guys, listen, we literally just talked about the market. We literally just talked about everything that's going on. So I feel like you should be in control. You should want to be in control of what's happening to your future. Is an amazing starting point, and I feel like you'd be I think you irresponsible. Yes, irresponsible.
But I understand what you mean when you're saying that. Now it's free.
That was free.
So it ain't like I didn't really have 109 this and that. No, this is free.
Okay, I'm putting it in
So jump on that.
I'm putting it in the chat right now. It's in
Send
the
the chat. All right, so take some time and sign up. What time next Wednesday? Do you know?
7:30.
7:30
Eastern.
So that's right after work. You know what I mean? You can get in. Will we record this?
Yes, we will record it. Yes.
And so for people who get off on the East Coast a little later,
Yes.
I mean the West Coast,
Yes.
they still can catch it.
So
Okay, we can't do nothing better than free.
No, so okay, because somebody's being sarcastic. It's not free. Then if you can't pay $10 for an ebook, that's for you. That's it. And first of all,
And that's so you can follow along in the class.
and time out. First of all, we have to get out the idea that somebody paying for their intellectual property. This is something he has
Yes.
worked on. But,
Absolutely.
But he's giving the bulk of what he does. He gets paid well for you guys because he loves our Urban X community. He appreciates
Platform.
our platform. So $10 for your financial well-being. He's helped a bunch of people. He still is helping a bunch of people within our community
Yes.
right now.
And I hate when people say that too, because that's like saying, well, why not just give your book away free?
Hell
Not
no.
For all the hours you put in, the research, the printing, this and that. So intellectual property
dude.
is what the future holds.
Yo, dude, I remember we interviewed Brother Rich and Cambada when they first put out Holy Ghost.
Yes.
Somebody had the balls, the audacity to say in the comment section, "Yo, Brother Rich, just put the music out for free. The universe will pay you back."
Wow. Okay. All right.
He has kids.
Absolutely.
He has a son. He has
Absolutely.
a family. He has a wife. He has a home.
Absolutely.
And that he has sacrificed his time and labor and energy to put into something, and you want somebody to give
Philly
away
Bill,
for free.
thank you.
I think that's whack. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, and if you watched the last interview, he said, "Yo, I'm not trying to sell anybody."
Right. Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Like, if you want the help,
I'm here.
You'll get it. And I'm here. The link is in the
And I always believe those who qualify themselves.
That's a fact too.
So let's move on to another.
Let's get to it, man. Let's get to it.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, another big story caught me out of left field. Harvey Weinstein got charged. He got sentenced to 23 years.
Clap that up.
Clap that up. Clap that up. So I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think he was gonna get any time. I think he was gonna get like maybe 5 years.
I thought maybe about 4 years, 3 or 4 years, he'd be out in 2. And now people are saying, well, that proves that there ain't no racism. That's bullshit.
No, so here's the
Stop
thing.
with that shit.
No. Here's the thing. Because once he got sentenced, I saw a lot of people online saying, well, all the Bill Cosby supporters are real quiet. Because I'm not going to lie. There was a lot of people detracting for what Bill Cosby did to say, look, Harvey Weinstein is still out. So now Harvey got locked up. So, we take that.
We take that, but that is not a fair exchange. Don't get it twisted.
It is not. It's something
And
that...
when you look at Bill Cosby's paperwork, he shouldn't have been convicted at all. And I'm not saying what he did
To the letter of the law.
I'm talking about to what he was being brought up on.
Yeah.
Right? So Harvey Weinstein Now there will be an appeal process.
So, but I think me personally, I always think there's something more behind the actual move, right? So they convicted him 23 years,
right.
And again, I've always
Somebody in the chat said he got Jordan's number.
Yeah.
Facts.
And I always take that as a bone to black people, like, you know what I'm saying? Okay, we got this, but now.
And he was being charged by white women.
Yes.
Let's not forget that as well.
Yes.
So they may have been, because if it was a whole bunch of black women charging him, he wouldn't get no fucking no time.
Yeah.
Right? So let's be clear on that.
Yeah.
Or very little time. So don't make it seem like who was charging Bill? White women.
White women.
All right? So let's not brush that away like that ain't mean nothing.
Yeah, that's a fact. That is a fact. That is a fact.
Absolutely.
So I'm not sure if this is, actual justice. I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? Like, they gave him 23 years, but
there's an appeal process. They're gonna file the appeal process.
Mm-hmm.
So in all of the stuff that's going on in the world right now, with the cases of Corona beer and all of that kind of stuff, do not underestimate when the appeal process goes through, because usually this announcement came in the middle of chaos.
It did.
We couldn't even really feed into it,
Yeah, it did.
because of all the other stuff that was going on.
Yeah.
Don't let that go by your head as well. Because usually we be firing away. We kind of like, all right, he got, charged, so forth and this and that. But he was up against white women and the system, the growing system of white women. You know what I'm saying? Who have their own secret society.
Oh.
Okay?
It's called feminism.
Yeah. So they got their own thing going.
Oh.
So don't think.
And it's not feminism because there's a lot of black women who take on the title of being a feminist, but let's be clear. There are two different waves of feminism, but there are also sections within those waves.
And we're not talking about feminine energy.
No, not definitely
like
like that. But we're talking about those political alignments, and that there's also sections within those waves that always put black women at the bottom of the totem pole.
Absolutely.
So
absolutely.
Yeah, I just
So let's keep that in mind. Okra and Gail or Craig.
Yeah, we didn't talk. Last year we didn't talk about Oprah getting crossed up by Kobe's ghost.
Oh, she got crossed. He hit her with the wop wop.
We didn't talk
she
about
went
that.
Whoop 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 bam. And it was ironic that she was talking about balance.
Yeah.
Yes.
Facts.
I mean that's the universe, just in synchronicity. Here it is. You're talking about balance. And that fall hurt. You know what I'm saying? I'm in my 50s. I know that spill. That ain't a just get up and ha ha. That's a nasty spill. And so I appreciated that. I hate to say that, but I did appreciate that. CBS has closed their news down because two of their staff members have come down with cases of Corona beer. CBS, where Gail is.
Oh, snap.
Yeah, so Gail might be infected. Just throwing it out there.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
Okay.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Okay, so to some pop culture. 2 weeks ago we talked about the new Candyman remake, but we also
don't say that 5 times.
Oh, my fault. I thought it was 3 times.
No, it's 5 times
okay,
now.
Well, all right. Well,
Candyman.
So,
that's one.
But we neglected to talk about. We talked about Jordan Peele, but we neglected to talk about the sister who is actually directing this.
Yes, clap that up. 29-year-old black sister is directing this movie. I hope it's scary. I saw the trailer. It looks scary. I said, no way I'm saying that 5 times. No, I ain't playing around. Y'all think hey. So, big up to a sister of that young.
First, I want to get her name correct.
Yes, get her name correct.
Because, her name is Nia DaCosta.
Nia DaCosta. We want to clap you up and celebrate you during, this is Black History Month.
This is actually Women's Month.
Women's Month, Every month should be Women's Month, but I get it.
Women's Month, yes.
And, to see her, at 29 years old.
Yes, I'm 26.
They giving you the keys?
Yeah.
To literally, you know what I'm saying? To pull this off. And I swear it looks very scary. And don't say that.
Yeah, okay. You seen I forgot the original the black woman. She was one of the original lead characters in the original one, and she was just like
She disrespected it.
No. She's actually in this new.
Oh
remake.
yeah, all right. I saw that when she
Yeah,
was
she's
like, don't play with that, man. Don't play with that.
That was the most black woman thing I've ever seen
That's-
in a movie
yeah,
screen ever. I was just like, oh, that was.
Yeah, some kids
scared.
are trying to play around. I'm gonna say it 2 or 3 times before the night is over, but I won't even get to 4. So we want to big her up. We
For sure.
appreciate her.
For sure.
Nola Brown, thank you so much.
So, what do you think about amidst all of this, the election's still going on? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's still a lot.
Well, now it's thinning out, right?
Well, right now it should honestly only
Be Joe Biden.
Only Joe Biden. Bernie is hanging on because of pride, I guess. I guess he just wants to hang on.
Yeah.
But if you just the way the Democrats move, they're
They're all crooks.
No. I feel like at least, like, I'm not Republican, but I feel like at least they take the temperature of their is, right? 2016, Trump is running as a Republican. They have all these people. The Republican Party was behind other people, but they saw like.
So they
So they said,
we're gonna rock with
we're
Trump.
gonna rock with Trump, right?
Right.
The Democratic Party want who they want, and they will fix anything around
To make that happen.
make that happen. No matter
Interesting.
damn what the Democrats actually. Right.
Gotcha.
The fact right before Super Tuesday, everybody started dropping out. Elizabeth Warren, Bloomberg, Pete Buttigieg, like all these people, and then
Pete Booty Judge.
Yeah.
Ooh.
He's gay too.
Pause.
That's funny. But and then they give their support to Joe Biden after they were just
And
on stage for weeks going off on him.
On him. That's another thing. The
Telltale sign.
hypocrisy.
You get what I'm saying?
The hypocrisy. You just cursed this man out, and now you're going to come out and say, well, we put our vote behind Joe Biden, who crafted the crime bill, yes?
Yes, he did. And he's also boasted about working with like open racist legislators. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. And I saw him, an old speech of him, and he was in full, you know what I mean?
Right.
He was going off.
Right.
These predators.
Right.
And would you want your wife walking home alone? Yo, you don't unracism.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I know that's not a term, but you don't just become
Yes.
not racist. You are who you are, especially at that age. So it's very interesting what's happening here with this situation and the people.
Yes. Also, I wanted to
And he's gonna lose.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand all of this.
You got to put somebody up there.
Did you see him arguing with that guy?
He called that guy a piece of shit or full of shit.
Yeah. I did say, let's take it outside. This is somebody who you want their vote.
Now, watch this. I thought that was a little edgy. So maybe he understands in order to compete with Trump, because Trump is gonna say a whole.
No, you know what I'm saying?
Trump is gonna say a hell of shit.
That didn't look scripted. It looked like.
So my point is, yo, you want to take this outside? I kind of thought that was a little niggerish. I kind of gave him a nigger point or two.
Did you see? I want people in the chat right now, and people who are listening. Did you see Senator Cory Booker give his support to Joe Biden and say he's an honorary black man?
Oh, come on, Corey.
Lord, was nasty.
Stinky.
His girlfriend, Rosario Dawson, she's an actress.
His girlfriend.
She endorsed Bernie Sanders. You can't get your player.
Yeah, player. Damn, player. We unfold.
Yeah.
It's gonna be connected to the crisis that we're dealing with now. It always is.
Yeah.
When we come out of this, because we can really go into the spring equinox next Thursday, next Friday, New Year. So keep in mind the real New Year.
Right.
So keep in mind all of this is popping on the equinox.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So there's usually something cooked up by the elitists and those who practice the occult for the new year. They just kind of got this thing popping early. Right out of Mercury retrograde into a new moon, into changing the time, which changes your, your standing. When they screw with your time, because time is an illusion per se.
Right.
And if they can alternate and move time as they see fit, that's weird.
Right.
And then it's going to lead with Friday the 13th. So, this whole week is a little crazy. And then we go into the equinox.
I feel like something major is about to happen within, like, before the next week is out.
Yes.
Like, next week, I feel like something
Something's going to pop. Something going to pop. Yes.
And I think it's going to be the crescendo of what's happening. Because I think this corona thing, like you said, I think it's kind of a test run of what's to come, but I think that's going to be like within the next week or so. I think something like bugs.
Yeah. This is
just the way it's feeling, bro. The NBA shut down.
Yeah, the NBA shut down. Y'all need to process that.
Like, you'll think about that.
Yeah. They shut down the NBA. Then you already know.
The only time I heard about the NBA shutting down was in Space Jam.
Right.
You remember Space Jam?
Yeah, and it was over a virus.
Yeah, it was over.
And they was like, we not going into the locker room because we saw what happened to Charles Barkley and Patrick Ewing and Muggsy Bogues, and we not going.
Yeah.
This thing could travel real fast. And guess what movie is getting ready to come back out? Space Jam.
Yeah.
Okay? And it's revolving around who? LeBron James.
Yeah.
Right? So, all of these things, I implore you to put up on your little vision board in your mind and start connecting dots and understanding what's going on.
Facts. So, another commercial break?
Yeah, St. Patrick's Day is canceled.
Yeah.
They done mess with the Irish.
Yeah.
That's a tough one.
Facts.
They want to get their drink on.
Right,
Are we going to commercial?
Yes.
Okay, we're going to commercial.
What makes a great t-shirt? Is it fashion, fit, comfort? Is it what's printed on the front of the shirt? Whether it's a humorous message, political, or a social statement made to bring awareness to a noble cause? At Urban XTV, we believe that all of those things make a great t-shirt and then some. So we wanted to create a t-shirt line that was a little bolder, a little bit more challenging, one that stepped out of the boundaries. So we decided to introduce to you our Not So Subtleties. It's one that speaks to the sentiments of what's going on in our environment today. It's one that will spark conversation. So log on to urbanx.nyc to pick up your Not So Subtleties today, or shop urbanx.com to pick up the latest in urban apparel. We thank you for your support. Peace.
Here we go. We are back in effect.
We got DJ the Money Coach on the line right now because he feels he needed to give an extra, extra sauce.
We'll throw that sauce on there. Let's get to it.
So DJ, I want you to tell everybody how important this webinar is in a time like this.
Man, first and foremost, thank you for having me on the show, Black Dot and Malcolm. This is critical. I've had probably about 20, 30 calls today of people in a panic about what's going on with their money and their 401k, their IRAs, their Roth IRAs, their real estate. So the first thing is don't panic, okay? Don't panic. If you have a plan and you've been putting that plan in action, look at it this way. Outside of the coronavirus, which is a very, bad thing that's happening, and we put our prayers out to everybody that's come in contact with it, they have a speedy recovery, and we pray that nobody that we know gets that contacts the virus.
Absolutely.
Right. Okay? But now that I've said that, as a sophisticated investor, this is a supreme sale if you know what you're doing. And what do I mean by that? Let me ask you a question, Black Dot and Malcolm. Right now, is Amazon hurting for money?
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Amazon just had record profits of $11.5 billion in 2019, and that doubled from $5.6 billion in 2018, and they're projecting, outside of this little scare, that they're going to close close to $20 billion in profit by the end of 2020.
Wow.
So, if you have a plan in place and you know that company is making money hand over fist, this is like going to the Swamporama or the street vendor and they're selling stuff at 50 cents
on a dollar, yeah.
But they don't realize the value of what they have.
Absolutely.
Right.
So if I am a person working with a professional and I already had a plan in place over the last 6, 12, 3 months, and I have discretionary money to spend, or I'm doing dollar cost averaging with asset allocation, where every month in the first 8 days I talk to people about with the Pay Yourself First program, my money is going into the market and it's buying these investments at a deep discount. And if I'm playing it right, I have set myself up and my family for a 2 to 10x return on a stock that was devalued because of a virus. As far as the real estate market is concerned, if everybody by the sound of my voice, if you are preparing to buy real estate or sell real estate, it's a great time to be on the sell side because the market is up for investment properties. And it's a great time to be on the buy side if you're buying a first-time property or you're buying a refinance, because the scare has dropped the market rates by almost 100 basis points, which is 1%. And let me give you an example of what that means. If I have a $100,000 mortgage, like Dot and Malcolm, and my interest rate goes from 4% to 3% over the course of 30 years, by just dropping 1 percentage point or 100 basis points, you will have saved almost $50,000 to $75,000 over the course of that loan. Right now, and you were able to take advantage of the scare in the market.
Wow.
That's deep.
If you are serious about anything pertaining to money, that's going everything that's involved right now, with all the major sports companies, schools and stuff shutting down, that's going to cause the market to drop very much precipitatively. So most sophisticated investors, they're doing what's called short selling right now. You remember the Big Short, that movie?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened in 2008?
Yes.
This is a snapshot, a microcosm of what's happened in 2008. But it's going to clear in about 30 to 60 days max. But if you're in position, you can literally take $1,000 and turn it into $10,000 over the next 6 to 12 months if you're in position with proper education, proper advisement, and running a plan. Now, let me preface this. I am not a registered investment advisor, have not been for 10 years because I got rid of my license. I am a professional financial educator, okay? But I've been doing this for 24 years. And right now, if I had $1,000, I would go in and buy every stock that is a value-add stock, like Amazon, Toyota, Target, Walmart, Nike, because all those companies, they are making record profits.
Right.
And if I can buy their product on sale and hold it for the long, so if I'm in your shoes, Malcolm, at 26 years of age, I'm not touching my Roth IRA proceeds for 20 years.
Absolutely.
If I just was able to get 3 stocks for the cost of 1, and I have the money and it's part of my plan, I would be a fool not to make that move. Now, conversely, I'm not trying to do day trading or get rich schemes. So anybody that's listening to my voice right now that's thinking I'm going to go in and throw some money that I don't have, that's my rent money, my car money, my insurance money.
We're looking for a quick flip. Yeah.
Don't do that.
Right.
Before you do anything, consult with a professional advisor and stick to your plan, but go heavy on your plan. If you have the discretionary income and the dollar cost averaging and asset allocation, I'm going to talk in detail about this on Wednesday because I'll show you how to turn this sale into a future major gain for everybody in your family if you're wise enough to do that. And just to roll it through with this, I personally have put several $1,000s into real estate, investment stocks over the last 48 hours, and I'm going to see probably 100x return at my level of expertise.
Excellent, excellent. So we look forward to that on Wednesday. We thank you for calling in.
Thank you so much.
And, just giving that insight to our brothers and sisters in real time.
I'm going to put the link in the chat again.
So those can have it.
And may I say this? baby, and let's go get that pom-pom lifestyle. Peace of mind, plenty of money. I love you guys. Let's go with Urban Excellence on the Urban X podcast.
Thank you. All right, DJ. Talk to you later.
Talk to you. Thanks a lot.
No problem.
Yeah. So that's a great in real time breakdown for our brothers and sisters to understand. This don't take a lot of money.
Yeah.
You know, when other people see chaos, we're supposed to see order and opportunity. And the reason we have DJ the Money Coach with us is because we can lean on his expertise.
And we trust his expertise.
Expertise.
If you see the way, if you've been paying attention and you see the way he teaches, it's not.
This ain't no get money quick.
Yeah, right. That's what I took to immediately, because a lot of people, when it comes to money, it's always like, you do this in the next 6 months,
give me this, give me this,
or they're showing you a Rolls Royce, or they're showing you them in a jet, or they're showing you
none of that shit.
None of that. You know what I'm saying? He's giving you practical things like
Free World Boss. We thank you always for your donations.
Thank you for the donations, man. He's showing you real ways to actually, strengthen your financial well-being.
And this is the last thing I'm gonna say on this. It's not a lot of money. We got to get out of the mindset that $1,000 is a lot of money, because then that determines your personal ceiling on how you see money. Whenever I'm dealing with people and they go, I can't give you $500, I'm like, then you're not serious about business and what it is, the chances, or we have to take in the investments we have to make. Speaking of sales.
Oh, Free World Boss. Thank you, bro.
Yeah. Free World Boss goes in again. Come on, Free World Boss. We got to find out who that is personally. Man. And when he come to New York, we got to...
matter of fact, Free World Boss, email us your... Yes, we got to send you some stuff, bro.
Yeah, we got to send you some stuff.
Email us your shipping info.
urbanx.nyc@gmail.com.
Facts.
Speaking of sales...
Yes.
We're not gonna stop our March Madness sale.
We're not.
All right, because
NCAA stopped their March Madness.
Yeah, we're not stopping our March.
We don't stop our March Madness.
No. We going on with ours.
You feel me?
So let me break this down to the people. We printed up a lot of long sleeve T-shirts and hoodies, and for the book signing and other stuff. And even after the 29 for 29, we did. We sent Alejandro through to count everything up, and we had some excess product.
Yes.
And extra long sleeves.
And we said we don't need this.
And extra hoodies. And we don't need this.
Right.
So we're giving this stuff away. Long sleeves, $20. Hoodies, $25. While supplies last. So that's the key.
Yeah.
We got the counter in there now. And you see something, you buy it, and the counter just goes down. So it's only while supplies last, because we're not printing up any more long sleeves.
Because it's about to be nice out.
Any more hoodies.
Listen, I've been hitting the gym, and I'm showing these arms.
No doubt.
I'm showing the guns.
No doubt. Show the guns.
I'm showing the guns.
Show the guns. I'll show the gut. You show the guns. Gut and guns, baby. We could be like a good cop team. I'm too old for this shit. My man. Yeah.
I'm with it.
You do all the action running. I just be like, Riggs. We do that kind of thing.
I'm with it.
And that'll be dope. So this sale is going on. We're calling it March Madness. While supplies last. Now, of course, you know what I'm going to do.
What you gonna do?
You know what I'm gonna do. If you got the app.
Oh. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
You got the app. Well, we already giving this stuff away.
Say, dude, like you.
Percent. I'm giving you an extra 10%. Clap that up. Yeah. I gotta do it. Our app family. Now, our YouTube family is 45,000 people. Our app family is only 1,200 people. That's a unique crowd, Malcolm. So we have to treat them special. So we're going to put a code in. I'm going to put it in tonight. Don't worry about it. I'm going to put it in tonight. If you bring the code over, you're going to get an extra 10%. So not only are we giving away the long hoodies while supplies last, so if you haven't downloaded the app, I guess we'll put that in the chat, up on the screen too. Download our app. It's free. Everything we do here is damn near free.
I bet, man. We trying to help you out.
Yeah, we're trying to help you out.
We trying to help you out, man.
So that'll be a dope situation to get involved with.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
So, in other news, actor Woody Allen, he got dropped by his book publisher.
I was very surprised.
Me too.
Because of his rape allegations.
Yes.
Wow. Woody Allen is that was his
Yeah,
daughter. That was creepy.
He's like Hollywood royalty.
He is, and he's never put black people in any of his movies.
I didn't realize that.
He said there's no need to put black people in my movie. So whatever, he on, but now this Me Too movement or whatever, they starting to chop at their own a little bit. So for a book publisher to say we're not going to publish his book, I thought that was a win for the people.
Yeah, I was shocked. I'm not gonna lie, but especially with Woody Allen, usually the provocative books always get,
No, absolutely. He has a story to tell, but maybe the consciousness of these companies, it's taking on a different toll here.
No, well, there was at the actual publishing house. There was a walkout. They were like, "Yo, we're not working on this book."
Wow!
Yeah.
Clap that up! Wow!
Yeah,
my lord! I gotta respect that gangster.
Yeah, I thought that was impressive, bro.
That's very impressive. Very impressive. So Woody Allen is going down.
Well, he's not going down. He just, he's not being able to put out his book.
Well, just saying. You never know.
So. Oh, also, speaking in the same kind of vein of, allegations and things like that, the movie The Banker is actually coming out, or it's out on Apple TV?
I believe it's out on Apple TV now.
So if you remember, we reported on this movie being stopped because of an accusation, not to him, but to the guy's, brother or something?
Cousin or something to that effect, and we thought that was a little ridiculous.
Yeah, and then, Apple got cold feet, and this was supposed to be their first,
right
movie release, and then remember they stopped it, and then now it's out.
Now, somebody said it's been out since March 6th. Somebody in the chat may be able to verify that for me, but I'm looking forward to seeing this. Because it tells a unique story. It's almost a Moorish story, because a lot of these pictures where you see, it seems like the white individual is the prominent figure in the picture, and the Moorish guy looks like a servant. It was really the reverse. The Moors understood how this worked. So by having this white banker out in front, again, understanding how business is done in this realm, I'm interested to see how this plays out. And it's based on a true story, yes?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so everyone go see The Banker if you have Apple TV. And while you're there, download our app. Yes. Bruh.
Comes back around.
Bruh.
So I have an Urban Xcellence Story that I wanted to get to last week, but I'll get to it this week.
Okay, we got an Urban Xcellence Story. I love these.
So on Twitter, there's always certain trends that go on, and a lot of people, it's great. I think it was a little trend going on. Somebody would say they would show a picture of their business and then show a picture of themselves, the owner. You know what I'm saying? Or the property and the owner and things like that, or the painter and the painter. It was always something like that.
Yeah.
So what somebody did, which was boss-like, they posted a picture of a property and the owner, which was their daughter.
Wow.
Their 2-year-old daughter.
2 years old.
2 years old.
And she got her own business?
She has her own business.
Some of y'all need to be shot.
She actually has that was actually her second investment property to her mother. And her mother understands the importance of generational wealth.
What's her mother's name? Does it say?
It doesn't say.
Does it say her name?
Her name is Marley.
Marley.
Yes.
That's the child's name?
That's the child's name.
Congratulations to Marley for inheriting and understanding. And see, you think that might be too early. It's not. These children are sponges, right? Mm-hmm. So once she begins to explain to her daughter what she has and how to maintain it and how to collect your rent, and this is what we're doing, what you're going to see is the child will grow into an understanding at an early age of what real ownership is.
Yes. So,
and we didn't have that as children.
yeah, I told you when I was working at the DOE, my coworker, she's Jewish. She had like her like banking information just on the screen, like she's doing her taxes or what. She was doing something. She was like balancing her checkbook or something, and her credit was like 820, right?
Wow.
And she just kind of like had it up, and I noticed, I'm like, damn, why? And then it said like credit history 29 years, right?
Right.
She was 29 years old.
Ah.
So I was like, what the hell? Like, how the hell? And then she goes, oh yeah, my parents, as soon as I got my social security number, they paid off my hospital bills with my social security to have me have credit.
That's how deep it goes. So she has a credit history, because you know black folk, my mom done put my cable in my name, done put the electric bill in my name. By the time I become an adult, I owe $40,000. I don't even know what the hell happened. That's just how black folk do, right? But understanding we're in a different day and time.
Yo, I was.
So
my
when you
mind
do
was
this,
blown.
so imagine what her credit is going to be like when she's 16, 18, 21. And not only that, the understanding of her credit, right?
Yes.
So I am amazed. I am happy about that story. And we're going to keep a close watch on this young girl who has her own property.
Yes.
Now, Malcolm, I want to ask you this.
What's up?
How do you think the coronavirus is spreading?
Yeah.
Just saying.
Go with you.
Just saying. You know. Anyway, okay. So what do we have next here?
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Oh, we didn't get to this last week, but Nicki Minaj's husband got arrested for failure to register as a sex offender in the state of California.
Yeah. Now, what are all the details with that? Because some people saying he wasn't really a sex offender. I don't know all of the details.
Apparently, what the story is I think he was 17, the girl was 16. They were in a relationship, but he is accused of raping her at knife point, or like having forced sex at knife point. So that's where he went to jail and has to register as a sex offender. So Nicki Minaj, that's the excuse she's using for that. I think the city or the state dropped the charges, but now it's a federal case.
Okay.
So I think that's the only.
So
reason
what do you think that does for her image?
First of all,
is this something that, because she's a product?
So okay, so
you know what I mean?
First of all, right, when you get to like somebody like Nicki Minaj's status, you really, I get love is love and things like that, but you really have to understand who you with and what your brand means, not just to you, but to people who watch you. You know what I'm saying? To
yes,
the people,
children
who are influenced by
girls.
You get what I'm saying? So her being with him, it only seems like a real knee-jerk reaction to a breakup. You get what I'm saying? I've seen it all. I see it all the time.
It happens all the time.
I see it all the time.
You latch on, and I always tell people, you don't need the what do we call it? The rebound, right? Never set yourself up for a rebound, no matter how old you are, because that next person, you're not really into them. You're just using them to occupy a space and to fill a void that was left because you're going through something very hurtful. So it's important that you give yourself time. Doesn't mean you can't hang out and this and that, but you don't want to subject that person to all of your shit that you haven't really healed from. So the situation with Meek, in conjunction with Cardi B hitting her and bringing her status down.
She's been taking L's.
Yeah, she's been taking L's, and then she latches on to this guy, and this is not the dude who can raise your energy. Not saying he doesn't have potential to become a king, but he seemed like he ain't got his ish together. You know what I mean? So, she's taking a whole bunch of L's right now, and she needs to just ground herself.
Yeah, I feel like I've seen people I've went to college with, be in relationships with people at school for the whole 4 years, break up, and then like the next guy they get with have a baby, and then they're a single mother because they don't really actually know the guy.
Because that's not how a relationship works. Absolutely. Absolutely. So we wish her well, because I never want to see anybody have to go, but she's gonna have to make better choices. Yes. Speaking of better choices, what about the camel, the horse lady? What's her name? Stallion, the horse. What's this?
The host lady.
Oh,
Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah, there you go, Megan Thee Stallion. Sorry about that. Lady.
Yeah, I remember
Awesome.
just
Camel or something. You know.
yeah. Like dispute with 1501, and that kind of branched off into a lot of different arguments, a lot of different discussions because Jay Prince got involved.
Oh, Jay got involved.
Son, thank you for the donation.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Jay Prince got
And
involved.
once Jay Prince gets involved, this is serious.
yeah,
Yes.
he's the boogeyman.
He's the boogeyman. Yes.
Yeah, so she's locked into a contract dispute. A lot of people are now discussing what a fair contract is and what's not a fair contract, and business ethics. And I want to say this is what I would say.
Okay.
A lot of people get on their high horse on social media when it comes to artists and their contracts and artists in their business, just business in general.
Mm-hmm.
And they also say, well, they're getting cheated. But then you also understand, like, if I have no incentive to give you a better deal, why would I do that?
Yes.
Just business. I'm not even trying to be a snake. Just business.
See, that's the thing. There's business, and then there's morals.
Right.
And we have a tendency to connect the two, and the two are not necessarily connected.
So she signed to them for 4 albums.
Four
She's put out
albums.
projects. She's not called them albums, so technically they are not albums.
Right. So she still owed them 4 albums.
So she still owes them 4 albums. Why would
Right.
I renegotiate what you didn't give anything that was in this contract? I mean, you're making money for us, but at the same time, as an artist, you have to be smart and realize. Because just last week or 2 weeks ago, when she's saying like, "Yo, they won't let me put out my album," she goes to court. They say, "Okay, you can put out music." She doesn't call her project an album.
Oh, so she's shooting herself in the
She's
foot.
shooting herself in the foot. And I think it's only to get to find a way to get to Rock Nation, to get to Jay-Z.
So that means Jay-Z in her ear.
Yes, and she's just on her way to get robbed a little faster.
And according to Choke No Joke, shout out Choke No Joke, he said that she was with Leo and Kevin Lyles before that.
What
With the 3-on-1.
Leo owns I think the name Meg Thee Stallion.
Okay. So
And I think he owns the rights to she says Hot Girl Summer. I think he owns rights to that
shit.
as well.
God dog it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's a lot of hands in the pot.
So it's a lot of hands in the pot.
She don't own her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it's sort of like a Drake contract. Yes.
Well, I think Drake has worked his way out of that.
I don't think so.
Well, he's not signed to Young Money and Jay Prince anymore. He just signed to Universal directly.
Oh, okay. So maybe he's paid off his debt.
Yeah.
They've eaten well.
Yeah.
And they'll eat off the residuals.
Yeah.
And now you may see Drake really accelerate in the Forbes list.
Oh, fact.
Because it's a lot of hands that are out of the pot.
He was talking
now.
that new song he said.
Oh yeah, he talking
that
talk. So I'll say this in Megan's defense. I signed a contract when I was 18 years old, and with B-Boy Records, 1987. And I didn't care anything about business. I just wanted to hear my song on the radio. Now, this was 30-something years ago.
Right.
But there's still a side of a young artist that just wants to hear their stuff on the radio or on Instagram or whatever the memes of the day is today.
Right.
So it took after a couple of years me realizing, okay, this was a terrible deal.
Right.
Not alone my record didn't get the play it deserved because KRS-One said, B-Boy Records, you just can't trust. Making funky music is a must. I'm number one.
I think you gotta fight him.
What, huh?
Then you gotta fight him for that.
But he wasn't doing it to me because he didn't know I signed to the... Because I would fight him. He's a big dude. You know what I mean? So by him doing that, no DJs would play my record except Red Alert, a few other local DJs. So that's why I always give Red Alert a lot of respect. But in the grand scheme of things, I didn't even have a lawyer present.
Right.
Me, Money Ray, R.I.P., and Big Boo, Artie Clay is what they call him now in the gram.
That was the one who beat me up for that.
Yeah. The one Debo in our video.
In our commercial who beat me up. Yeah.
In our commercial, we just signed.
Yeah.
They gave us some money. We went to the studio, and we just recorded the album. So, in her defense, at 20 years old, there are a lot of things she didn't know. But with that being said, don't be dumb with a smartphone.
Right.
In this day and time, information is so readily available.
No, and you know what it feels like? It feels like artists get themselves in these contracts to one day just be another one to go, yo, my label is messing me up.
Because
it's like, yo, you should know at this point.
But factor this in. Young individuals coming from the hood, they ain't got nothing. They could barely read and write, but they know how to come up with them tunes. And somebody's dangling a carrot in front
so
of them.
it becomes,
give them a brand new car.
Right. It becomes another case of trying to, like, you have to delay gratification.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? So, prime example, because it's the same with writing a book.
Yes.
Right. So if you wanted to go to one of the major book publishing houses, they give you an advance, and you don't make any money off your book until you make back that advance. And some people, a lot of people, don't make back that advance.
Right. So now they're in the hole for the second book. If they even put out a second book. And the industry works the same way. They pay for everything. They're not taking any chances. You're taking all the chances. So the studio time, the videos, all of that fancy stuff on the road, you're actually paying for all of that.
And then what they do, what artists get trapped in, is they use that advance money to what?
Ball out.
Ball out.
Instead of saying, this advance money, I got to pay my producers, I got to live off of this, because the first thing you want to do is ball out.
Right.
You want to go get the jewels, you want to come up in the whip, because now you have a role to play.
Right.
You know what I mean? And then you're a snowball heading down. And most of these artists never recover. A lot of these guys got on fake jewelry now, and fake houses and all this, because it's a persona, but they never make that money back.
Right.
And the label just recoup it. You know what I mean? And then you don't understand publishing.
And then people go, yo, sell back their publishing. Like, why would I sell back you? Like,
right?
You get what I'm saying? Like, just listen, as a business. Just,
I might have told this.
Take white, black out of it. Just take it all out of it, and just think as a business. Like, why would I sell you back your publishing? Especially if you didn't really do anything to you get
right.
Me?
I'm gonna tell this story. I might have told it before with Tim Dog, and he was on Rough House Columbia, and so was Cypress Hill. Now Tim was the hottest artist with F. Compton. That was, he had a #1 single with no airplay, no nothing, right? And it was at the height of the NWA situation, and it kind of swung the pendulum a little bit back to the east. Tim couldn't maintain it, but he had it. So he was the hottest one on Columbia Records, and they offered to buy his publishing for $150,000. Tim come from the projects. He ain't never seen no money like that. He took the $150,000, bought a house out in Jersey, got his whip, and built a recording studio. At least he did that because he wanted to produce his own next album. They offered Cypress Hill $100,000, and they said no. And then Juice came out. And the soundtrack, here is something you can't understand, how I could just kill a man, popped. And they had to cut them a check for $1 million when it was all said and done. See, a lot of times when you play the long game, maybe their situation was different. It was like, nah, we ain't selling our publishing to y'all. And they kept their publishing. And I remember Tim was like, yo, they just cut them a check for $1 million. You know what I mean? And I don't even think that was for them selling it. That was just the residuals, because their joint was in a movie. So you got to understand the publishing game, the royalty game. The 360 deals has shutting a lot of that stuff down. So we wish Megan Thee Stallion.
Yeah.
Did I say that right?
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
Megan Thee Stallion.
But she's gonna have to go through some things. Maybe do some things she's not proud of.
No, we're not. See, we're not doing. It's Women's Month.
Oh,
we're not doing that.
Yeah, we're not doing that.
We're not doing it.
Retract that statement from the records, Your Honor.
And just hold on.
You are tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
And because it's Women's Month, we want to shout out to the CEO of the Honey Pot.
Yes, clap that up. What's her name? Beatrice.
Let me see.
I saw the Breakfast Club interview.
First of all, I saw the actual ad.
I did too.
Right?
I did too.
I mean, on TV, right? And then when she was talking about black girls, and I was like, oh, okay, she said it.
She went there, but I saw they was kind of segueing into that.
No,
yes?
I was just like shocked that like
they let that ride.
Even though it was nothing like really crazy, but it's just like, oh, okay, cool, they're going for that, cool. Mm-hmm. And then I wasn't surprised with all the backlash that came after it, with...
I was a little surprised at that.
I wasn't.
But I know how white America can be.
Right.
And do you know how sales doubled and tripled after that?
Yes.
Clap that up. People went out and got this.
Yes.
These are hygiene products.
Yeah, Beatrice Dixon, yes.
Beatrice Dixon hygiene products.
For women, yes.
And for men who act like women, you can get you something to tuck your piece under. All plant-based.
Yes.
Right? Yeah, plant-based stuff. So this is all natural. You know what I mean? Because the vajayjay has to breathe. And, you know, a lot of times you put these chemicals, from what I understand,
Mess
you
you
know,
all up.
women get yeast infections and
Mess you
a
all
whole
up.
bunch of other stuff. I'm so glad that doesn't happen to me, bro. If I got a yeast infection.
Dog.
Or if my penis was leaking for 7 days.
Bro, wake me up
and
when
I
it's over.
And I forget to put my penis cup on.
Wake me up when
and
it's
I'm
over.
outside and I'm
Bro.
embarrassed. And the girls are like, oh, look
Bro,
at it. His
bro.
penis is bleeding.
You know what's crazy? So I actually took a women's class, right? A women's studies class, right? And it was an article that we had to discuss because they said that if the roles were reversed, that men would make a game out of it.
Probably
Somehow.
Yeah, niggas are.
So it was only funny because I was just saying like, yo, so y'all just mad that we have fun with stuff.
But
Like,
imagine you getting hot and heavy with your girl and you're like, no, I can't.
yeah,
It's that time of the month.
Jesus.
And she like, what? Like, yo, I'm bleeding. You know what I'm saying? Would she still go down? You know, you got to think about this.
She wouldn't.
You got to, because niggas be like, yo, I'm saying, like, are you at the beginning of it? Or like, are you like just spotting? You know? How many days is that? You know how I go. And we be all like, damn, son, you just gonna disrespect me like that, sister? At least let me cleanse myself. Jeez, you acting like a savage. Sisters be like, give me that. Yeah, that would be crazy.
Yeah, women are violating. Like, why'd you even come here? Like,
Yeah, why you even show up here? You knew you was bleeding.
I paid for your Uber. Like,
Because, you know, I just wanted to get to know you and spend some quality time. I want to hear all that, son. Jeez, pay for your Uber, bought you some snacks and shit.
oh my gosh.
Netflix and chill. This shit is Netflix and ill. Like, are you serious? Nah, you know, yeah,
God.
it would be crazy. It would be crazy. I will say that, you know. Let's get some
You are
questions.
tuned into the sounds of Urban X.
Yeah, let's take some questions in the chat. We've been here rocking with you guys. We definitely appreciate you guys.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, man. On Facebook, we're on Facebook, YouTube, Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, and UrbanXcellence.com right now.
Right now.
You can go check. You can go leave.
check
If you on
us.
YouTube, leave. Go to Facebook.
Yeah,
Check us.
go,
We here.
we here. So,
Well,
this-
you gotta go to his Facebook because
yeah, go to my Facebook, Dwayne Bowser. Put that in the chat.
okay.
Because and if you're trying to friend me on Facebook, you got to put a hashtag Urban Excellence. Because if we ain't got no mutuals,
Yeah, I'm a thing. Yeah.
I just be like, nah, I ain't going for it. So if you go to Dwayne Bowser and you want to be my friend, put hashtag Urban X or put something to say, yo, I'm from Urban X or something.
Also share. Also add Urban Excellence on Facebook as well.
Absolutely, because that's what we. If you want to upload stories,
If you want to upload your story, my bad. If you want to upload your story or a story that you just came across or somebody you know,
right,
that
you want to shout them out,
possibly get shout out, or you can email us at urbanx.nyc@gmail.com. People have been emailing us stories, so we'll get to that.
Yes.
We got backed up.
Yeah, we got backed up a little bit, but that's what this platform is really all about.
Also, if you want to write for the blog, we just got some articles.
I got some articles
that came in. They're gonna go up tomorrow. On the blog urbanx.nyc, if you want to write, if you have something,
Thank you, Psych L,
that you're passionate
for
about.
the Cash App. Appreciate that.
So
yeah,
we
so
got we got a lot going on. We have a future media conglomerate right here.
Yes,
And you're watching the beginning stages of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, we always bring you in at the early stages of what we're trying to do. I love Malcolm, and I'm way too old.
Girl,
come
start.
on now, girl.
Girl, don't start.
Don't start, girl.
Don't start nothing.
Don't start, nothing won't be nothing. Why does it seem like non-conscious people love fear? Well, it's not even just non-conscious people. It's fear, like we said, is an energy source that's been used to manipulate people's behavior for years. And that crosses all, demographics, races. It's just fear. But once you just become a little bit more aware, and I'm answering that question for
but Tama,
not for sale.
I can say that
Thanks for the donation.
Conscious people live in fear as well.
Well, they use fear. A lot of them are fear mongers. See, that's the difference.
Okay.
Because a lot of those who know what time it is, they're always telling you they know more than you, and the world is gonna end. So they be promoting fear
Gotcha.
as a way to get you to, buy what they selling.
Gotcha.
But a lot of them know if they truly aware, there's nothing to fear but fear itself. You know what I mean? So somebody said to me, is this real? And I said, well, what is real? You know what I'm saying? As Morpheus said to Neo in the Matrix, you think that's air you breathing. So it's all dependent on your perception of how this thing works. So no fear. Stay in line, stay in tune. Your inner self will tell you when this is fearful. You know what I mean? So, just want to throw that out there.
Did you hear Jadakiss' album?
Jadakiss' album, I heard 8 cuts, and it was fire.
Yo, I liked it. I did.
It was fire, but it's, again, I have to be critical in the sense that if you love Jadakiss, this is along the lines of Jadakiss. I'm looking for what's next.
Okay.
And I have to say that because, again, his flow, flawless.
Right, yeah.
His storytelling, flawless. Even some of his hooks and choruses were great.
Yeah.
But it's a typical Jadakiss album, per se. I'm looking for what's next. So when Cambada hit me, I was happy because it was of a different frequency. The Christ Consciousness album, which didn't get a lot of play by Blue Pill, I was supposed to do a breakdown of it, but life got in the way of that. Very different. You know what I mean? The way it was broken down. This J Electronica album, I'm waiting.
Oh, that's coming out.
It's coming out soon.
Yeah.
He's doing a listening party tonight.
Yes. Yeah, he is.
In New York City, and we didn't get tickets. That's okay. That's
fine.
okay.
That's fine.
It's all right. That's all right.
We didn't take it personal.
So with the Jadakiss album, I know what I was getting, still dope, but it's time to move this thing forward. So I just wanted to add that. Yeah, somebody asked about the Floyd Mayweather's girlfriend. I don't know what the details is, but she was found dead. Yeah. The mother of his 3 children, she was suing him later this year.
For defamation.
Yes. Among other things, $20 million. And I'm not connecting the two. I'm not connecting the two. Did you see him on the Drink?
On the Drink Champ?
Champ spelled GOAT wrong. He was like, I am the GOAT. GAOT. The GOAT. And even your man, Nori was like, wow, I didn't see that one coming. And he said it with such confidence. That's bad. Like, geez.
That's funny.
But I'm not connecting the two, but we're still waiting for the details. You know what I mean? Of what happened. I believe she died in a car. They're calling it just a death. They're not considering it a homicide.
Yeah.
But
was she in her garage? Was the car on?
Yeah. Right.
You know
was it
carbon monoxide?
Carbon monoxide. Was that a suicide deal, or was it made to look like a suicide deal?
Somebody asked, how can you send a question? Even just put it in the chat, or if you want to send a question for the Hulk, you can either hit us on Instagram at UrbanX_NYC.
Or hit me in the inbox at Instagram or Facebook,
Same. Or email us at urbanx.nyc@gmail.com.
Yeah, just put Hulk question.
Somebody just said, I've been chilling with Barry Bonds. Listen, man, I've been in the gym.
Oh, I'm chilling with Barry Bonds.
Somebody said, I've been chilling with Barry. Listen, man, I've been in the gym.
I said the same thing 2 weeks ago. I said, nigga, I know what steroids look like. Come clean now. Come clean.
Listen, man.
Come clean.
Those some Tyson Fury gloves. Okay, so here's the thing. So, from the videos I've seen from Young Pharaoh's breakdown, something looks fishy.
It does.
But I don't know what advantage.
So, I said I'm waiting for the next Young Pharaoh video.
I don't know what
maybe somebody can send it to me.
Those gloves.
Because he's doing the MMA thing. Right. What advantage does the empty glove give? And
here's the thing as well. I don't think Deontay Wilder was a good enough boxer to beat Tyson Fury.
We said that from the beginning.
I said that here.
We said that watching the first fight, just on technique. He's waiting for the home run, speaking of Barry Bonds. He ain't trying to get a base hit, a single, a double. He's waiting for the home run swing. And if the opportunity doesn't present itself, because remember, Tyson Fury changed his modem of operandi by rushing him.
Yes.
And not giving Deontay a chance to settle in and, you know what I'm saying, and really execute.
Yes.
And so it could be a number of things. So I'm not discounting the glove situation. I'm just a little ignorant. It's a little bit above my pay grade in reference to, you know, what that means with the gloves.
So, yeah, we have to, like, find out, man.
We have to find out.
Oh, we have to just wait, you know?
Yeah.
Somebody said you need more lighting on you.
I need more light?
You need more studio light on you. Even though we have studio lights here.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, can y'all not see me in my blurple?
Yeah, no, they said we get why they call you the black dye.
Oh, I like that. Yes. All facts. You can't hurt my feelings. Calling me black. You can't.
That's funny.
I like a good joke. Yeah, yeah.
What else we got?
Oh, is that about it?
Yeah, I mean, so what's your weekend looking like?
My daughter's coming home because, you know, college is shutting down.
Oh, that's right. She's happy about
So
this.
she's happy. We'll get to see her for a while. We have some events over the weekend.
Facts.
I will be going live. That's
Okay.
all I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
I will be going live on Sunday,
Okay.
right, with the biggest announcement ever for this family. Biggest announcement ever for this family. I'm going live. That's all I can tell you.
All right.
So this weekend will be a great one. This
Okay.
weekend will be a great one.
So I think that's about it, man.
It's gonna be about it, man.
We
We love you.
definitely appreciate you guys. I'm gonna put the DJ Money Coach link in the description.
Again.
Again. You know what I'm saying?
Don't forget that March Madness.
the March Madness sale
First
right now.
come, first serve.
Urban X.
So,
shopurbanx.com.
ShopUrbanX.com is first come, first serve. So if you had your eye on something you saw, and because March and April, you still can wear long sleeves and wear hoodies
Yeah, for sure.
based on where you at. You might want to jump on this because them hoodies is $25. This less than what it was last month.
Right.
And if you get the app, I'm going to throw an extra 10%. I got to do it.
And the app is free
It's free.
on iOS and Androids in Google Play Store. So Urban Excellence.
Or as soon as you put in Urban X, you're going to see it.
Yes. Also on Roku, Fire Stick, Apple TV, Urban X. Just search for us. You just download our app. You can also visit urbanexcellence.com.
Shout out to my Facebook family. I ain't forget about y'all. This is the first time.
We're going live on Facebook, man.
Yeah, we live on Facebook. I see my Aunt Phyllis in there. I see
You know what I'm
my
saying?
my sister.
So
I see a bunch of people in there. I'll get to y'all.
we appreciate you guys.
Yes.
For the people who are listening right now on your way to work or at work behind your desk, or if you're working from home because they sending you home.
Yeah, sending you home.
You know what I'm saying?
And don't just sit home and chill. Get something done. Catch up on something you wanted to catch up on.
Facts. You know what I'm
Yes.
saying? So we appreciate you guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to us, don't forget to give us, a rating. Also, I got a book out.
Yes.
Forgot all about that. Why did I forget all about
Yeah,
that?
can't forget about that.
Urban Excellence, Unveiling Extraordinary Stories by Everyday People. Right now it's on Amazon. It's also on shopurbanx.com. You can get it cheaper there.
And signed.
Signed.
All right.
So with that being said, we love you guys. We definitely miss you. And we'll see you Sunday.
Sunday. Yeah,
So,
Sunday. Peace. Up at urbanx.nyc
At Gmail.
at